John Campbell hung up the lines in 2017 after an incredible Hall of Fame career. He's retiring from driving with more than 10,000 wins, more than $300 million in purse earnings worldwide, and wins in every major stakes race many times over. The USTA was there to capture his final drive in the Legends race July 30th at Clinton Raceway in Ontario. We were also there when he won his final start at the Meadowlands June 30th. And when he won his final U.S. drive in the Hall of Fame race July 2nd at Goshen Historic Track.
Very content. I'm very happy.
Here they come.
Coming back on in between late. Here's the drive of the wire. It's Lady Katarina. Upset victory deep the wire.
Very, very humble.
The last drive didn't quite work out the way you wanted, but
worked out the way my first one did. Exactly the same. Made a break in it and made it finish last, and same thing. But the in-between was okay.
Sure was.
Successful no matter what he did. I wouldn't care if he's a bricklayer or run IBM. He's just one of those guys. He's organized, he's focused, he's a terrible, tough competitor, no matter in what the circumstances, if he had the best horse or the worst horse. And you had the best, and he had the worst. You always had the, it was always in the back of your mind where he was.
Scored a bunch of goals on him. John was a heck of a hockey player, and if he probably would have had another 20 pounds and 4 inches, he'd have been in the NHL. So he was asking me about my nephew, and him and Bill both played hockey, went through high school together, all in the Park Hill area. But great gentleman. I'm so proud to know him, and heck of a career the man has had.
John and I go back forever, and a lot of Breeders' Crowns and a lot of wins, yeah. Actually, we grew up together kind of in Western Fair Raceway in the 60s. We were both kids.
When I started my career, my grandfather Duncan, my uncle Ray, and especially my dad Jack, they gave me opportunities and put me on a path that allowed me to pursue my passion. And along the way, all three of them taught me life lessons about horses and people that I still rely on today. My wife Paula, who from soon after we met became my #1 fan. Her love, support, kindness, and patience allowed me to thrive in my home life. And she had a huge impact on all the things that I was able to accomplish in my career. She completes me. She's my lobster. My mom supported me in everything that I did, and she knew I was going to drive horses when I was really young. She knew that's what was going to happen. And one of the things that stands out about my mother, when I made the decision to go to the Meadowlands, you know, it was a big step at the time, and you know, I was really young. But she was one that encouraged me. She said, give it a try and see what happens. Anybody here that knows me knows what an influence my dad was on me. And he always told me, don't ever say never. It's a really long time. So with that caveat, I'll say, in all probability, this is my last drive. Just my family being here to see this and experience with them. The feedback and the reaction from the fans has just been phenomenal all day. They're thanking me for doing something that I love to do my whole life. I mean, that's how remarkable that is. So it's always special here at Legends Day, but you know, today was just over the top for me.
At least one. You look so pretty. John Campbell's Meadowlands farewell. Thanks for the memories. Here they come. Muscle Diamond in front. Muscle Diamond in 1:25.2. It's a well-rated Muscle Diamond as they turn for home in John Campbell's final career race. Uwe Hanover on the outside appears to have been rev up here, and it's Gold Medal Swan on the inside, retaining second, and it's John Campbell and Muscle Diamond appearing home free. John Campbell, the legend John Campbell, goes out a champion and a winner. John Campbell, we salute you.
Good night. I'm going to miss this winner's circle.
It's been almost 40 years since you won your first race at the Meadowlands. Does it feel like it was that long ago?
No, like everybody else, time goes by so quick. It's just amazing how quick it's gone when you think back. But just this place has been just so special to me. It's got a special place in my heart, and I've always loved racing here. And to win the last two, to go out like this is just incredible. The industry has challenges, and we have to get the various entities working together and making better decisions for the overall industry. And we have to make some changes. It's as simple as that. I mean, what we're doing is not working as good as it could. I think we still have something to offer from an entertainment value, from a betting standpoint. I just think, we still, the public, there's a section of the public that still loves what we have. And I think we have to get it out there in better fashion.
39 years, this has been John Campbell's track, the Meadowlands. Do you have one Meadowlands moment that sticks out to you?
Well, certainly all the Hamiltonians. That's just the pinnacle when you can win that race. I guess my first one with Mac Lobel, and then winning with Tagliabue for Jim when Jim trained him. That was just a special day for my family. And then winning with Glidemaster, it kind of rejuvenated my career after I'd had an injury, and it really kick-started me back into getting more drives at that time. So I guess those three would stand out a little bit more than anything else.
How does it feel, your last drive at Goshen?
Well, it's pretty special to win. I certainly didn't expect that with the 8-hole, and everybody's trying to win this race so hard. I knew it would be a tough trip, but she just raced tremendous. She was parked the whole mile. I was lucky I got some cover going to the half, and that made the difference in the race. But through the stretch, she was very strong.
You're at Goshen, Joe?
Just the crowd. Every time you come up here, win, lose, or draw, the crowd is so enthusiastic. They just love the horses and racing and being here for the day, the festivities. It's kind of electric.
I bred this horse, and she had 5 other foals. All went to racing. But Bosudu was my better one. I think he won about $250,000. And I owe a lot to John Campbell. That's 7 wins for me in my small career, and we're still friends.
John, how about being out there with Bill?
Oh, it's always fun to be out there with Bill. Brings back a lot of good memories, obviously. We're not as competitive as we were, but it's always fun to see Billy in colors brings nothing but great memories back.
Bill?
Hi.
How was it being out there with John?
Oh, great. Like old days, just kept following him as long as I could. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Close it out at Clinton?
Yep. Well, he's retiring, I'm quitting.
So. Campbell is now embarked on the second chapter of his harness racing career as president and CEO of the Hamiltonian Society and Breeders' Crown.
I have to thank all the owners and trainers that have supported me. I got to drive some of the very best horses in our sports history, and I thank them for that opportunity.
She did score down there.
Are we going to go through the horses?
You going to dinner? Yes. Okay.
Can I hold it until we get to the restaurant? What about the first broken one?
I don't know where it would be. I likely broke it and threw it away, Kim. I never thought it would be worth anything.
I heard harness. Yeah, because I heard
Happy and content.